friends and enemies, welcome back to Art by Flan. Today we have another sketchbook tour. This one appears to be a rather large sketchbook, and I think this is from sometime in 2008. I honestly don't know 100% when this exactly was, but we're going to take a look and maybe we'll find out. So, if this was in 2008, so this is probably a late junior, summer, early senior sketchbook, so we'll find out. Open it up to the front here. We have a message from my friend Sam, who wants me to have more of her babies. Here we have a I got voted most talented at school. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was most talented because I drew. Hold on, I'm sorry if this bugs a bit. We also have a magazine cutout for Viagra. Not sure why. I also have something for olive oil and tea. I don't know. I don't know why I have these things. What's in here? Some of this might not be mine. Let's see. This one is mine, I think. Yeah, this one is mine. Not sure who or what it is, but this one is definitely mine. Oh, I think these were some friends of mine. That's some paper wrappers. I think my friend Justin drew Schnitzel for me. I drew this Hello Kitty, I think. There's an eyeball. I don't know whose that is. This was my friend Justin's, and this was also Justin's. So, he's a great artist. He does tattoo work now. So, yeah. Oh, haha, I heart you, Danny. Get it? Haha, they heart me. So yeah, no, some of those last ones are done by my friend Justin. He's a really great tattoo artist now, and he really had some touching messages for me one day where he told me that my art is what inspired him to continue drawing, and I got all emotional, and it was pretty great. So moving on into the actual sketchbook here. First page, blank as always. That's been a ritual of mine. So here we have a sketch of myself, or what was supposed to be myself in high school. Just like an older version. This was from like a vampire story with me and my ex. I was still pretty heavy into him at this time. Once we hit 2009, y'all, he kind of peters out. So just hold on. If you watched any of my other sketchbook tours, you know there's a lot of him. It was an emotional high school time for me. So moving on. Sorry if I'm moving it out of the camera. It's just my desk is kind of cramped today. More from that sort of AAU thing I had going on where he made me a vampire or something. I was really into vampires. Like, Twilight craze was heavy at that point in time. So here's some... I'm gonna shank him. Tired of his shit, apparently. So here is an attempt to draw myself as I really was, kind of fat. It's not the best, but it's a starting point. I definitely get better at bigger people later on when I actually bother to learn to reference things. Here is my only, well, not my only, one of my remaining Otaku Senshi Sailor Selene. It's actually Jaku because I think it's kind of a nice callback that I use her character as both an original character and I have this sort of alter fan character ego for her. So this is just an older drawing of her. So this is an interesting bit of things. We had to do this kind of like a draw my life, but not exactly. We had to tell the story of our life in like a slideshow presentation for like my senior English class. And so that's sort of what these pictures are. So from 0 to 5, I was born and I moved to Kentucky. From 6 to 10, I discovered anime and boy bands. Defining factor here. 11 to 15, I discovered TV and art, I entered high school, and I moved to my house at the time. That's a little drawing of what my house looked like. A little science is freshman. I was a freshman at that time. From 16 to 20, I drew a lot, and I graduated. I'm very sorry about my dogs. And I was apparently going to find love. Update past Danny, you did, not with him. Anyway. Moving on, from 21 to 30, I was going to go to college and have kids and get married, and I did none of that. I am 26 now, so I'm in this range. I did none of that. Absolutely none of it. From 31 to 40, I was going to raise my kids, and I was going to publish a manga. I didn't draw that, but I was going to insert an image of that, and I also am not going to be doing this. I take that back. There is still a chance that I could have children or something and be raising them from 31 to 40. I don't know. We had to do it in 10-year increments. From 61 to 70, I was going to have grandbabies, and then from 81 to 90, I was going to die. Oh, no, it was our life in 100 years. That was what it was. So we had to do all of that. I was going to die at this point, so none of this has happened just yet. Here we have, I'm not sure who this is, but here's some very anime wings. These would not be good for flying, and I don't know who this is, honestly. I think it's the same person who I sketched at the beginning of the book with that line art, but I don't know who this is. Moving on. Here's some more moody, angsty ex-boyfriend art. God, I hate these. I can't wait for these to be done. I genuinely cannot. Though I'm really like how all the little extra details I got with the hair and the clothing folds and stuff. Like, it's not the best technically advanced pose, but you know what? Damn it, I was trying. Give me some slack. Here's another sad version of me. That's not news at this point. Here is this cute little girl. I don't know who or what she is or what she was for, but it's definitely a fun, interesting style to play with. Another sad version of me, this time listening to headphones. So this is interesting. During that, I don't know, I think this was for a story or something where I designed a really intricate necklace, and this was sort of that. So there's that. I use the phrase blood diamonds up here, but not in the traditional sense of children die harvesting these diamonds like in real life. Blood diamonds is something like crystallized blood or something. It was vampire nonsense. Who knows? This is also a very impractical necklace. Just saying. I don't know what's going on here, but whatever it is, it's wrong. Like, why is she pointing? Maybe I was going to fix it in post because I drew this and then I wanted her pointing the gun at somebody, but obviously the head is here and the gun is, I don't know. I don't know. But you can definitely tell and the evolving of my style to more detailed hair and stuff. Oh, okay, so this is apparently my character Eros. Not the other ones, but this particular one. Again, we have those impractical manga wings. He's kind of cute. Like, I don't hate a lot of my art from this period in time. My senior year of art. I don't really hate it. It's just obvious that it's kind of old. Here we have something, a comic, and it's bloody. I think this is where my character Eloise, and her story was kind of that her father was abusive to her and her mother, and she kind of kills him as a little child, and it sort of messes her up. So yeah, that's sort of what that is, I guess. And here's my character Aries. I think I'm going to stick with this design for him. I know I was going to redesign him and use him for Jaku's current story, so I'm probably going to still use him in her current story, but I'm definitely going to keep this design because I kind of really like it, and it's iconic for me. So this is for a friend's story. We kind of had this vampire werewolf story going on, and this was one of the werewolves in them, and his name was Liam Strudwick, apparently. He kind of had that punk era London vibe about him because that's when he became a werewolf or something. I don't remember, but this was sort of his design, and it's not a bad design. I kind of dig it. So this was for a digital art piece with stained glass. I did a picture of Jaku and it had this like stained glass mural in the back, so that's what this sketch was for. I'm pretty sure this is Jaku and Aries. I don't know what's going on or why they're only on this portion of the page and not here, but you got me, Earl. I have no idea. I wish I knew. I wish I knew the story behind this, but it's not often that I draw one of those crazy boxing glove punch arrows, so this is also a time where like I said, I did a lot of comics and did a lot more different stuff. Like, it wasn't mostly people standing. I did try to go out of my box every once in a while. Here is Eros and Apollo being cute gay boys together, I guess. There's a lot of kissing in this one. I had a theme. So this was a character from an older incarnation of Jaku's story. He was developed by a friend for a contest I held. His name was Cullis. He was super duper cute, but he didn't survive the reboot. A lot of characters from that didn't just yet. Maybe I'll work them in later, but for now they haven't survived the reboot. And he was the mechanic on her sort of steampunk ship. And he's shirtless here apparently for some reason. I don't know who this character is, but this is sort of cute, and it was rare that I drew horizontally. I also like that I went through the detail of the trouble putting detail like on her corset and stuff. That was a very unlike me time. Here is that character again. I think this was for, looking at it now, I think this was for somebody else's story or something. I'm not 100% certain. I think this, I don't know. Maybe this was my vampire self again. I had this subplot where I was like this Romani fortune teller in another life, because that's not racist in any manner. But yeah, so that's probably what that is. Here is Jaku in what I was calling her ascended form. Here she is, preggers with her son. I don't know if I'll bring the kid back. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But this was sort of what that was. I also favor drawing on just the right side of the page. I'm right-handed. I don't know why I couldn't just move myself over, but I didn't. This is Cullis, who you saw before, which looks remarkably like Caesar now that I look at him. Like, he was designed by somebody else, and I didn't realize how much like Caesar he looked until just right this moment. So I didn't mean to jack your design. I genuinely didn't. But this is him and his love interest, who is based on Athena, I think. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. So this was that kind of vampire self version of me, I guess. Here she is as like a newborn vampire, and here she is 130 years later. Because we all know that vampires use their entire lives to build up wealth and fortune and buy fancy clothes. At least that's what I would do if I was a vampire. Try and stop me. I'm a vampire. This was apparently him with another maybe vampire he made, or a love interest or something. He's really into my character and she was into him, so there was kind of that one-sided affection thing going on there. This was actually my friend's character. Oh, I don't know what this pattern is here. It could be literally anything. This was her nobody character, I think. I'm not sure. This was high school, and her kind of gimmick was that she was made of ink, or her hair and her clothes had ink-like properties, so I sort of drew this for either a trade or something, I'm not sure, but it's super cute. The character was cute too, to be fair. So this was a version of, like, a human version of Ares, and his name was Ismaris, and this is what he looked like. More busts, why not? And I've come to my attention that big head syndrome is something I've always had. Something I haven't fixed yet. Here's some side views that look really bad. My character again, my vampire character again, this time with Rosary, I think. Well, it's not technically, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to speak on the details of rosaries because I don't know them. And there will be people in the comments who know more. Another boring sketch of myself. Boring. Danny was boring in high school. Here's a bunch of nonsense. So here's my friend Sam. She had like this bitchin' mohawk at the time, and she had like snake bites. It was really awesome. And she always wanted this shirt that just said no with a period. And it's so funny because somebody actually made that shirt. Somebody totally unrelated to us. Somebody we don't even know. He's a popular comic maker, and he made one. And we both saw it on Facebook and freaked out. It was so funny. Here we have a little stylized version of me, and I don't know who this is. Somebody from high school, I think, but I don't know who that is. Not a clue. Not a clue, friends. Not a clue. This is an older version of the character Eloise that I was talking about earlier, who kind of straight up murdered her dad. So this was sort of her older design. Oh, turn page. This was a human personification of my Wii. Like, I'd gotten a Wii for my birthday, and so this is, I drew him as a Beeple. He's cute. I don't remember his name. I think I named him Toby, something like that. Anyway. So this was, oh god. So this was a fan character from my Yu-Gi-Oh days. This is the daughter of my character Jaku and Seto Kaiba. I don't remember what I named her, but this is, I sort of wanted to redraw her and update her, and this is sort of what she looked like. Yeah, that story was completely scrapped. No idea who this is, but they got a big face. More, like, once I moved away from actually drawing my ex and myself, I started doing this vampire-y AU nonsense, so that's why you're seeing a lot of that. Also, hey, look at all that damn hair. This is the human version of my character Non. I may have done something with this digitally, but honestly, I don't know. This is him as a human. This was, at the time, my characters for Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, which is Jaku. So I just want to draw the big three together. I don't know. Oh, okay, so I don't know who this is. I don't know who that is. But I know this is my character, Jeff. I still have him. He's one of the few Anthro characters I still have. He's a little deer boy. And this is a head blob with another blob here. Got some blobbages going on. Here's a picture of me looking sad because what's new in that world? Teenage angst. This was Jaku as Hades. And I think that was supposed to be Banira at the time, but here she is offering him the pomegranate because he was supposed to, it was like a gender bent Hades and Persephone thing I had going on, which still kind of cute. Not sure what's going on here, but I'm holding a Wii remote. Got that going for me, which is nice. Here is a picture of Jaku as a Sailor Scout, Sailor Senshi again. This was sort of her like original design, and this was sort of her updated design at the time, so I just sort of drew them together. My character Eloise again. Again, her older version, not her as a toddler. I'm trying to keep it on the camera, but it's kind of hard. So here we have a little chibi of my character Coco, and this one's funny because I lived in the South. And in certain areas, I don't know if all, but I know in certain areas we get ladybug infestations, and it is terrible. They get on everything and they're everywhere. And I walked into the back room of my house one day and they were just moving on the window, and I had had enough. So I started spraying them with bug spray and vacuuming up their little bug carcasses. And I had like a face mask on so they wouldn't fly into my face, and I had like a hat on so they wouldn't get in my hair. And it was just, I went to town on these stupid ladybugs. Here's Ares actually in some more Ares-inspired attire. Look at that. Body's not bad. Not great, but not bad. Face can use a little work. More Ares again. I think this was a larger, I think this was a piece of a larger, I think this was a part of a piece I did digitally. A larger piece I did digitally, but we got this going on now. Not bad of a hand either. Not great, again. More pictures of Collis from Jaku's story. I know for a fact I did this one digitally. I don't know if it's still lurking on my DeviantArt account. I think I put it in storage or something. More sad art of me and the ex. Oh look, more sad art of me, this time with a gaping black hole where my heart used to be. Listen. I could have done other destructive things with my emotions, but instead I decided to be an artist. Spicy stuff going on. I think it's me and the ex, but it could literally be anybody because there are no faces. That anime face shade going on. Don't know what's going on here, but there's a Prince Charming and a princess with some pointed boobs. Not sure what this is. Me and the ex again. Like, again, once we hit 2009, this kind of stops. So you won't have to see him as much. And I think that's the last actual picture in here. Then we move on to the junk in the back of the sketchbook. I genuinely do not know, sorry, I'm crooked, what's back here. So we're gonna find out together. I think this was supposed to be arrows? Maybe? I think so. Yeah, because I think this is an inking of a sketch I did earlier. So we got that going for me. Got a thing from Hastings. Spent $30, whatever that was for. Here's a bad drawing, apparently I didn't like. I don't know what's going on with her arm, but it's wrong. How to draw squad head, how to draw stuff. I don't know what any of this is, but here's some feet. Here's some, oh, okay, there's another blank piece of paper. Okay, oh, I know what this one is. So this is a picture of my sort of vampire family, but with the Twilight vampire family, and we're all kind of both saying, a bit dysfunctional, that family. It was a fun time, the Twilight days. Turning back around, we got to pull it up here. This is as much as a discovery. Oh, here's a guitar. Or was supposed to be a guitar. Oops. Well, that number's probably not valid anymore anyway, so. Here's a comic about my character, Non. Everybody thought his human form, well, my friend circle thought his human form was really, really cute. Kind of hot at the time, and they were like, oh, Non, you're so cute. Who's the kind of person for you? And Non was like, nope, just me, since I'm his creator. And all the other girls were disappointed. I think I posted this on Gaming Art too. Got some blank pages in here. Oh, there's some drawings. Who wants, like, look at all this paper I've wasted. Sat in a sketchbook for years. I'm so mad at me. Here we have a picture of my ex's vampire persona that I made up to channel emotions. Here's a unfinished head. Me and the ex again. Some heads of me. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be Jakku and Aries. Maybe. I think so. Who knows? But I inked on lined paper for some freaking reason. So here's some chibis. I ended up doing a bunch of chibis of my characters digitally, but I ended up sketching them out traditionally. So here we have Coco and Non and Ed. EDD. Here we have a picture of Jakku. Okay, so this is a picture. This was the companion piece to that picture of Aries with like the spear or whatever. He was the statue and she was just sort of caressing the statue. But I didn't draw them together. I ended up drawing them separately. I remember that piece now. This is my character Non, naked, holding his mask. Only as a human. You know what I mean? Here is a really sad looking dog! What is this? Oh, let me see what's under here. Okay, yeah. I don't know what's up with this dog, but it's very wrong and very sad. I'm very sorry, tiny dog. My friend Sam loves me. Here's me and the ex. Gosh, I really don't know what's in here. Me and the ex again. Non-finished, obviously. Ex's vampire persona. This really jank looking body. Like, geez, look at that. The head's not bad. I grasp heads much sooner than I grasp bodies, obviously. That may be the ex again. I don't know. Don't know what's going on here. Don't know who this is. Maybe I do. I don't know. Some stuff's going on here, folks. This was... God, I wish I knew. I wish I knew who these people were. That looks like a toilet. I think it's supposed to be a seashell. Here is... I'm assuming... Okay, so this was done in October of 2008. So this is definitely in... At least this was. I don't know. And this might have been a life drawing or something. I don't know. This is definitely a life drawing. As you can tell, the anime eyes refuse to let go. Notes. Aw. Okay, so this is my friend Justin. This is so sweet. I kind of want to frame this. That was really sweet. More from Justin. This one was from me. Gosh, there's a lot back here. Okay, this was a still life. I had to draw Tiki and some flowers. Here's a squid. Look at this cute squid. I don't even know why I drew this squid, but here's a squid. Here's a fish. I drew a fish. Here's a... Aw, this This is a whale. This little sad whale. We have some marker drawings. Here's this happy dinosaur. I think this was used on my journal on DeviantArt. I did it digitally and posted it, but here's this really happy dinosaur. I love him. He's kind of cute. Here's the happy dinosaur again, and an angry dog, and some Seth MacFarlane nonsense. And nothing. And oh, this is nice. This is like a mermaid-ish or water spirit kind of thing. You got a fish in a bubble just so you could pet it, girl? I think that's what's going on. Girl. Apparently this was something when we used to pass notes, we didn't just pass notes in school. We literally drew pictures with our notes. So that's sort of the people I hung out with. Which is great. I miss him. I can't wait to see him again. Here's a fat monster guy who's kind of huge. Here's some mouths. I think my art teacher actually made us do stuff for once. So here's me trying to draw some mouths. Wish I would have paid attention. Here's some eyeballs. Still kind of anime, I guess. That one especially. Here's some buildings. From a top-down perspective. Here's me in a super cartoony style. Look at that. Here's a comic, a Halloween comic maybe? I don't even know. I don't even know what this is, who this is, or why this is, or who these characters are, or why they're flirting. Who knows? Class rules, handbook, some notes from art, and I think we're getting close to this. So this is, yeah, okay. So here we have some other doodles. Here we have a big Bart Simpson I don't remember drawing. And here's a small Kirby. And here's a Dexter from Dexter's Lab. This kind of devolved from a sketchbook into here's the garbage I drew during class. And finally we have this. Whatever this is. I traced something. And then I was adding, I think that was Tobias, my guitar? I think that's what I named him. Anyway, this was part of a different picture that I traced so I could fit him in later, but obviously that didn't happen. And so that's a look at this sketchbook. If you like what you see, don't forget to click that like button. You can leave a comment down below, and you can subscribe to me for a brand new video every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.